Okay, so today I'm going to be taking you through an app here called Free Cash. I'm going to show you how I've managed to earn money on this app. I've managed to earn so far over £700, and I'm going to talk to you a bit about how to earn the money and the best ways to use the app, which things to use, which things not to use. As you can see scrolling through, there's lots of different games here and they've got money next to them, telling you how much is the maximum earnings. Now, some of the games it's a bit of a waste of time, some of them it's not, and I'll speak to you about that. So just to let you know as well, with these games, if you have downloaded them before, you won't be able to re-download them and earn money because the tracking it will show. So okay, so if you feel that you have an amount, in fact, as you can see here on the video here, and the video I recorded, I'm just showing you how much I've earned so far. So £748.17. So that's what I've earned so far. Right, now you can see these games, there's lots of earnings potentially there. However, some of them you would actually have to play these games for sort of 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, just to earn like a few pounds. It's not worth it. So what I'm going to show you through today is some of the games that are actually worth your time, worth playing, and where you can earn money, decent amounts of money, without actually doing much at all. Okay, so I'm just having a little look. Let's see. So this was just from a bit of time that I spent on the app earlier today, just sort of scrolling through. Now here you can see this app, game Bingo Royale. So this is one of the ones that's potentially worthwhile. So this is a game where you can actually play bingo for cash and win cash in the app. Now these games, when it's like win cash in the games, it means it has a deposit and it has a withdraw function. Now I wouldn't actually recommend playing the game itself, if that makes sense. I wouldn't actually play the games because I think they are designed on the host for you to gradually lose your money. So I wouldn't recommend that because that is kind of gambling almost. But what you can do on these, you'll notice there are little triggers here where you can earn money. So it says spend £8. So that just means if you deposit £8 or more, you will earn £3.84. Then you can see the one below is for £7. The one below that is for £23. Now all you actually have to do to get these triggers is deposit that money. It'll trigger the earning on free cash and then just withdraw that money again. Yeah, so deposit it and withdraw it, and then you get that money for free. Now I wouldn't recommend, there's obviously the time on this game that there are different ways of earning as well, where it says, oh, you can maybe earn, I don't know, X amount of money from winning cash games and stuff like that. But I wouldn't really recommend it. I would stick to the purchase bonuses on these games because that way it's guaranteed cash, whereas if you actually play for cash on the games, there's no guarantee that you're going to win those games. So what I like to do is guaranteed free cash. From all the purchase rules on this game, you're looking at about in total £45 to £50 I think you can earn just from depositing money, withdrawing the money again. You could literally do it in 10 minutes it would take you to do that. Okay, so that's what I would recommend. Now if you can earn 40-50 quid 10 minutes work, that's not bad, is it? Like I say, I'm just here today to speak you through the games that are worth your time. So some of the games that aren't worth your time as much are the games, like I say, when you have to complete loads and loads of levels. However, I mean, of course, if there's a game there that you enjoy playing and it will pay you a little bit for each level that you pass, then by all means play it. You can see here the surveys. I haven't really used the surveys much just because I tend not to qualify for them. Obviously, you can give it a go yourself, but it's up to you. I wouldn't play, well, you can see here, Solitaire Trials. This is another one where you can win cash and stuff like that. But generally, I would only use those ones where you get deposit bonuses. There is an app, however, on here, as you will see in the video title, where I earned money while I was asleep. So here we go, I'm scrolling through the different games that are available. One of the ones that tend to be quite good are actually these kind of slot games. So let's have a little look, shall we? Where's a slot game? I think I passed one earlier actually. But yeah, so here you see there's like double win slot. This one I seem to remember was quite good. And then also there's that one here, Club Vegas Slots. So this one here, I've just clicked on this one. You can see potential earnings. With this one, obviously I know it says spend £520, but I wouldn't recommend doing that, because even though you'll get £32, that's not these slot games. You're not actually playing for actual cash on the slots. So it's not sort of like a deposit withdrawal system. That will just buy you like sort of fake chips in the game. So don't spend any money on these games. You can see it has triggers for different days. All you actually have to do to trigger that is you have to open the app, and it will literally trigger that you've played the game that day. So you really don't have to do much to earn that money as well. Here you see reach different levels and you will earn money. Now I'll tell you why these slot games are actually more worth your while. It's because basically you can put the slot on autoplay and it will just automatically keep rolling, and it gradually increases the levels as you spend money, or as you spend the chips. Yeah, as you spend those chips and like win money, stuff like that, it'll increase your levels. So you could literally put that on in the background, or you could actually put it on while you go to sleep, as long as you leave your phone so it doesn't lock. So yeah, this is one game that you can earn very passively from. You can earn a little bit on that. I think it's quite difficult to get to the really higher levels, but you could definitely earn like a good £10-15 just passively from that one. So just while you're away from your phone, again, it's free, it's worth having. Now what I'm going to show you now is the game that I have actually earned while I go to sleep. So here it's called World Series of Poker. So as you can see, it says play at least 60 minutes on X amount of different days. So you can see so far I've played 40 days. And I've got 12 days left on that one. But once I've completed playing 60 minutes on 50 days, I'll earn another £67. Now, I've already earned quite a lot on this game already. Now, don't worry, you don't actually have to sit down and play the game for 60 minutes. This game, like I say, as long as the app is running on your phone, it will trigger the minutes to play. To get the earnings. So what I literally do is before I go to bed, obviously make sure your phone's plugged in. Make sure that your lock screen is set to never lock, so that your phone doesn't close after a couple of minutes. And basically when you go to sleep, just open this app and just leave it on the home page, and it will trigger that you're playing this game for X amount of minutes. So there's one for 60 minutes and there's other rewards for 120 minutes as well. So as long as you're going to sleep for more than 120 minutes a day, which I'd like to think you are, I certainly am, then you're going to earn these money as you sleep. So far I'm going to take you through some of the earnings here, so you can see obviously the first couple of ones is just pennies, but then after 7 days I got £7.84. Again, that's just for going to sleep. Then I got £16 after 10 days, £28 after 15 days, so and so on. You can see some of the earnings get bigger and bigger. I've earned like 50, 33, 44, and you can also see this one here for 56. That's my most recent one, so I qualified for that one yesterday after my 40 days. You can see most of them actually have the green tick, which means that the money's been released. But when you earn something, I think it's like if you earn like over like 50 pence or something like that. If the reward is more than 50 pence, then it takes 7 days to clear that all. I think they just do fraud checks, but it's no biggie. And then the cash is available to withdraw. So in 7 days, I'll have another £56 from this game available to withdraw. Obviously, I've already withdrawn quite a lot of it. Here you can see my current earnings that's in my account. So this is the cash that's available that I haven't withdrawn. I've got £10.97 available, and I've got pending cash. So you can see other games as well that I've played. It tells you when that cash will be released in like X amount of hours or days. I tend to withdraw it through PayPal. Obviously there are some other options you can see here, but for me, I find PayPal the simplest to use, and all the fees are the same whichever one you choose, so it doesn't really make too much difference. The reason I haven't withdrawn my £10 that I've got in there at the moment is just because, as you can see, once you get to a higher withdrawn amount, there's lower fees. So I tend to also save money by just withdrawing it on the lower fees. Obviously it says dollars here, but it does convert it. So if you're, I don't know, if you've got, if it says like, I don't know, like $10 or something like that, it'll only charge you like £7 or something like that, whatever the conversion rate is, roughly. I don't know it off the top of my head. But yeah, you can see here the money that I have actually withdrawn that's been sent to my PayPal. So you just put your PayPal email address in and it sends it to your PayPal account. Simple as that. You can see all the earnings that I've got there that I've withdrawn recently. Yeah, and all of these games that I play, I'd like to emphasize that I always pick these ones that can be done passively. So I don't like to have to sit down and play games for hours and hours and hours. Just pick on those games where you can make easy bits of cash. It's not necessarily that you could be making like 50 quid or 100 quid every single day, but I think especially to start off with, it could be a nice little cash injection. I think if you had this app for 30 days, if you haven't downloaded any of the apps before, then I think you could easily make sort of £600 or £700 completely passively. Like, now I don't know about you, but I think for a lot of people at the moment, if you're, I don't know, rent's very high nowadays, isn't it, for lots of people, inflation, all of that, that would be a nice little wedge of extra cash just for passively not really doing anything. So I would completely recommend. So to download the app, do click on the link that is in my description and you will automatically earn £8 for free just for downloading the app through the link in my description. Totally admit I'll also get a couple of pounds if you download and if you play games and withdraw, then I think it triggers that I might get £1, but I haven't actually made any of my earnings from that so far. Before making this video, maybe in a month or so, once some of you guys have watched this video, then maybe I'll let you know if I've made any earnings from that. But you can do that as well. You can send a link to one of your friends and you'll get a couple of pounds when they download it and make some earnings. So like I say, yeah, get on those games. Leave comments in the description. Please like and subscribe to my page so I can help grow it. I'd like to share some more videos about some really useful free apps where I've also been earning money pretty passively and for free. What I'm trying to do at the moment myself is try and find as many sort of simple and passive ways of earning just a little bit of extra income just to boost things. And I'm actually going to do a challenge next September, so in a couple of months, a challenge where I'm going to see if I can, how much money I can make through investing over the course of a year, just with money that has been given to me completely free from all these different types of apps. Yeah, so I'm going to make a video and challenge over the course of the year for that, so do follow along for that. Like I say, like and subscribe and you'll get all those updates. As you can see, so far £748.17. Why don't you guys keep me updated in the comments? Let me know how much you managed to earn in like your first month, first 6 months, stuff like that. Let me know how you get on. I'd love to hear from you guys in the comments. If any of you guys have any feedbacks or any apps that you feel you've used that you'd like me to review and have a look at as well, then yeah, please let me know. But for now, I'm just going to wish you all a fantastic day, and I hope you are all in a financially good place, and I hope this app can all earn you some money for free. Okay, remember to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.